Jason Kramer is a popular playwright from New York, known for his witty plays, which invariably attract the attention of the public. His career is going well, but in his personal life everything is not so rosy. Despite outward signs of success, Jason suffers from burnout and creative crisis. He is desperately looking for a new playwriting partner to inspire him and bring fresh ideas to his work. In this tense moment, Jason is preparing for the big day of his wedding to Allison St. James, a wealthy and powerful socialite whose support opens the door for him to the high society. Their union, however, feels more like a bargain than a romantic story. On the same day Phoebe Craddock arrives in New York, a humble small-town teacher who has long dreamed of becoming a writer. She is ambitious but still inexperienced and feels insecure in the bustling metropolitan life. Fate brings Jason and Phoebe together in a most unexpected way. On their wedding day, Jason accidentally mistakes Phoebe for a masseuse. Without realizing it, he undresses in front of her, putting her in an extremely awkward position. This moment is absurd and comical, but it becomes the beginning of their unusual connection. Despite the embarrassment, Jason sees something special in Phoebe, a sincerity and potential that touches him. Jason suggests that Phoebe try working together. She is hesitant at first, as her life is fundamentally different from his. He is a successful big city playwright and she is an aspiring writer who has only dreamed of such a chance before. However, her curiosity and desire to realize herself take over, and she agrees. The first weeks of their cooperation are not easy. Jason is used to being a leader and is not always ready to take into account his partner's ideas. Phoebe in turn tries to prove that she can be an equal participant in the creative process. Together they begin work on their first play. Phoebe brings freshness and emotional depth, while Jason hones the dialogue and builds a strong dramatic foundation. The play proves to be a success and this gives Phoebe confidence. Gradually a mutual respect is established between them. The next 9 years become a time of hard work, ups and downs. Some of their plays turn out to be flops, and this hits their self-esteem hard. But most productions become hits, cementing their reputation as a talented duo. Over the years, Jason and Phoebe become not only professional partners, but also close friends. They often spend time together, discussing not only their creative work, but also their personal lives. Gradually a strong attraction develops between them, which they are both afraid to admit. Jason is married to Allison, and their marriage becomes increasingly cold. Allison supports Jason, but their relationship has long since lost its passion and become a formality. She is used to the fact that her husband is constantly busy with work and has little interest in his inner world. Phoebe, for her part, tries not to give in to her feelings for Jason. She is afraid of ruining their friendship and professional partnership. However, their connection becomes increasingly obvious to those around them. While working on one of their plays, the tension between them reaches a peak. They often argue, but in these arguments one can sense not only irritation, but also hidden sympathy. They themselves are afraid to admit that their relationship has become more than just a collaboration. Tired of their busy schedules, Jason and Phoebe decide to spend a day away from New York City. They take walks talking about their dreams, fears, and hopes. During these hours, they open up to each other like never before. Jason confesses that he has long felt more than just friendly sympathy for her. Phoebe, though trying to be discreet, can't hide her feelings. They have a fleeting moment of intimacy, but decide not to let their emotions ruin their partnership. After this trip, their relationship becomes even more complicated. Jason realizes that his marriage to Allison is meaningless, but he hesitates to take the first step to change. Phoebe, for her part, begins to wonder if she will be able to continue working with Jason if their feelings remain unresolved. She begins to devote more and more time to her own projects and even considers leaving New York. The final point of their story together is the premiere of one of their most successful plays. The audience enthusiastically receives the production, and Jason and Phoebe find themselves in the spotlight. But backstage, they realize it's time to decide whether it's more important for them to keep their creative duo alive or give their feelings a chance. Jason is faced with the choice of continuing to live in a comfortable but empty comfort zone or taking a chance on something real. Phoebe, though afraid of change, realizes that her future depends on finding the strength to admit her desires. The movie ends on an open note, leaving the audience with questions. Will Jason and Phoebe, who have been through so much together, be able to find their way to happiness, or will their connection remain just a fruitful but complicated union of two creative individuals? Their story is not only a tale of love, but also an exploration of complex human relationships where friendship, creativity, and feelings intertwine to create a vivid, memorable picture.